Hey guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It is 3:30 a.m. in Connecticut on the East Coast. Uh I want to talk about Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy. I did a part video on him before. My immediate take of this guy, I did not like him. And it had nothing to do with Trump initially. I didn't even know that he was a big Trump supporter. Um I told you guys in another video, the thing I wouldn't call myself born again. I definitely believe in Jesus. I have an extremely strong faith because I because I was a full-blown heroin addict and crack cocaine addict for 25 years of my life. And my life is completely turned around, and I could name miracle after miracle. I have a very strong faith. But what bothered me about Mike Lindell is I saw there was a cross, and the way that you could tell that it was pulled out of his shirt and hung over the front button. And I've through my years when I was younger, I used to have gold chains, and I used to try to show them off, I'm sure we all have. And it's not easy to get a chain to sit like that. So I know that to have that chain sit like that, it takes a lot of effort. And he's on TV pushing his pillows and putting his cross right out in front. To me, that turned me right off. That he was using God, using Jesus to say, look, I'm a good person, I'm a Christian, buy my pillows. That turned me right the fuck off. Um, so, then I see he's a Trump supporter, and I totally despise this guy. All right, so I'm watching something on TV today, and yes, he's got a book. So I'm just watching this, and I find out he was a crack cocaine addict, and my whole facade just broke right there. My hate or dislike. I won't use the word hate. I don't hate him. Trump, I despise. Mike Lindell, I had a very strong dislike for. But when I saw that, it just broke. He was about a 14-year crack addict. And I've gone and read his story since then. And it's hard for me not to dislike him. Because he's gone through the exact same thing I did. And he's found his way out of it. And with the help of faith. And it's hard for me to say anything bad about him. But I still wanted to. What I dislike about this guy is the way that I saw the way he acted with Donald Trump. There's people that look at Donald Trump like some kind of savior, but they don't seem to see both sides. There's people that talk about his economy, that he saved America, and they don't seem to notice that he has. To me, I see a man that's got a huge ego and does things for himself. I see a man that's doing this, that ran for the presidency for himself to accomplish, to get power along with the money that he had. That's what I see. And I saw Mike Lindell as a person that was just deceived. When I saw that this morning, that he was a crack addict, it made me confused. It made me ambiguous how to feel about him. I want to dislike him. I do. I'll tell you this straight up. But it was hard for me after knowing that he went through the same exact thing I went through. Recovering from drug addiction the numbers are about 1 or 2 people out of 35 will succeed 1 year clean. To make it 3 to 13 and a half years clean, or like Mike Lindell, is almost impossible. The numbers are probably 1 in 100. And the thing, I was addicted to heroin, which is a physical addiction too. Mike Lindell was addicted to crack, and I'm not saying one, it's different. It's a little harder. But I'm nitpicking here. All right, so I wanted to know more about Mike Lindell because all of a sudden my facade, my idea of him was shattered. And I'm not saying I started to like the guy, but I started to have, like I've told you guys, empathy. With empathy, I started to feel like him, feel a bond with him, and it bothered me. It did. I want to know how. Two people, me and him, we both went through hardcore drug addiction, because he talked about being in Mexico for near 14 near death experiences, which is pretty much exact. And when I say near death, I mean in intensive care, hooked up to ventilators and monitors, near death. I'm talking about going over a cliff in a car about 20 feet and flipping over, death. You know, not candy ass near death. I'm talking real near death. And I share a bond with him. So I wanted to see more about him. One thing I found a difference. I did find a difference. So I need to know why I recover. We have a lot of the same past, but how can he be such a hardcore Trump supporter? And I am me. I found out, well, one thing I found out was in May 19th, he laid off 150 of his My Pillow workers, 150. After praising Donald Trump's tax plan and tax giveaway, whatever you want to call it, his tax relief, whatever you want to call it. He then turned around, Mike Lindell, oh, Donald Trump is fantastic. And then they turned around and laid off 150 of his employees. I couldn't find out if they were ever rehired. I tried to find that out. I don't know why they were laid off. He got this beautiful gift from his Lord Donald Trump, but laid off 150 people. I don't know, maybe he went automated. I don't know. I need to know more. I want to know more about his employees, what his employees thought of him. I couldn't find a whole lot, but I know his employees do not make much. $14 an hour for an associate salesperson. The people that work inside the factory make $12 to $14 an hour, which is crap. So now I started to understand a little more why he liked Donald Trump. And then I started to realize too that I've gotten clean and I'm successful, but I'm very independent. I'm writing a book. So did Mike Lindell. I'm an artist. I have this YouTube venture, but it's all independent, where I'm the boss, the employee, and all that. Where now Mike Lindell has his employees do his work for him, and he's become more of a, I don't know what you want to call it, a business owner, but he pays people to make his money for him. And that's okay too, as long as you treat those people good. Or that's my opinion. That's how I would do it. There's no real law saying that you have to share all your wealth with your employees, but see, that's why I probably wouldn't be good at that kind of business, because I give half my paintings away, and I've told people I'm a terrible businessman. I love creating stuff, but I'm a terrible businessman. Anyway, and then I read a little bit more about his pillows, and they're made out of foam, polyurethane foam, and they can give off dangerous gases. And I'm not just looking for bad stuff to say about Mike Lindell, but I want to know how he made his money. If he is concerned about just accumulating wealth at the expense of other people, or if he's really a good person. Like I said, I probably will never be successful, because I hate to say this, but I put a low value on money. I do, and I always have. And that's why I made such a great drug addict, because my money meant nothing to me. To me, people and experiences are, especially life experiences. In the words of Pink Floyd, all you touch and all you see is all your life will ever be. That sums up my life view, as opposed to money and power. I'm more along those lines of what I experience and what I do and who I touch. That's my wealth to me. But anyway, bottom line, I don't know. I don't understand the man. We both came from a similar background, and we have very different views. I don't know. I don't know. I still, to be honest with you guys, I still don't like him, but I despise him just a little less because he's suffered through the same things I've suffered through, and he's overcome them. I'm ambiguous. I'll make some more videos. I've been researching this for about 2 hours now, and this is what I found. But I'll make another video. So that's my thoughts on Mike Lindell, crack addict and CEO. All right, you guys have a good Tuesday.